Hey, Maria, back with another video. It's 2:18 p.m. November 1st. Oh, which reminds me, I better change the calendars in my house because I forgot about that. Yeah. Anyway, so I got home just a few minutes ago and I had something to eat, which I was very hungry. And it starts to hit me sometimes. As I'm driving on the road or am in the store or whatever, it just starts to hit me. And I keep wondering why. I will never see my family again, but I guess I would like to know why they would do what they did. I would love to know. I mean, I have my reasons why. I know why. But why would you launch a sort of campaign against your own family member? It eats away at me at times. It just does. Um, I try to get over it, but I will never get over it, especially since I have to live under this system that I would have never asked for. So it's a lot on me. It really is. But anyway, I got my name legally changed. My name is on paper, as far as the federal, what do you call it? The United States is concerned. My name is back to Maria Gordon. And the state of California also acknowledges my name is Maria Gordon on my driver's license. So I went to the bank today, my credit union or whatever, and had my name changed back to Maria Gordon. On all my paperwork. I, of course, always went by Gordon anyway, but still, all of that's taken care of, so, I guess that's out of the way. I will say that the DMV is far more expedient than they used to be. There was a time where you could sit there for hours, okay? But, having appointments makes a lot of difference. And then, as well as the Social Security Administration, I went over there to get my name changed on my Social Security card, and I went there, like, right after work. I didn't have an appointment, but they told me, as long as I had my paperwork, it would go by pretty fast. It actually did. I didn't even stay there for about an hour. I was actually pretty quick. Like I said before, it used to be an all-day pretty much event. Because I remember when the first time I got my Social Security card, I was like 17. So I get my first job, and I remember it was just this tiresome, drawn-out, long process, and now it's just so much easier. I'm trying to remember if I must have had a California ID back then. I had to have had one. I just don't remember. I think I might have used my school ID when I was in high school, because I don't remember getting a California ID till I was like 18 or 19. So maybe I just used my school ID, which was, I guess, valid back then. But anyway, so that's out of the way. And, I'm just doing a lot of thinking, It's like I understand that my family has had it out for me for a very long time, which I've mentioned this before. But when I have to look at my life and how I'm living now and thinking about what's going to happen in my future, I can't help but think, how could you do this? How could anybody do this to another person? If people don't like things about you, first of all, you need to understand that everybody has the right to live their life however they want to, okay? And, but if you do have an issue, that should be a one-on-one type conversation. Like, let me just kind of address this issue with you, but obviously by taking it and making a public issue out of it, it's something that they felt as though they need to launch some sort of hate campaign against me. And that is painful enough because, I've never done anything to deserve anything like this. And when I think about the stupid competitive behavior of my family, which is obviously, if you can't see their competitive nature, something's wrong with you. Because I can honestly tell you, I've never done anything like this to them. And I would never, ever mess with somebody's means of survival. Mess with their job and stuff like that. I would never goof off or make people get angry. They don't have any idea the kind of shit that they cause, the kind of chaos they cause. And then after they cause that chaos, then they decide to create more chaos. It's like it's never ending with these people. So I'm upset, but I'm sure later on tonight I'll relax and whatever, and then another day it's going to hit me. But there's no way in the world somebody can get over this. They can't. I cannot get over it. I can't, you know, because every day I wake up to a reality that I never asked for, you know? And so when you start realizing that, you can't help but get angry. It's not like I brought this shit on myself. I would dare somebody say, well, you brought this on yourself. I would dare somebody say that something stupid like that, because I didn't bring it on myself. What I have is I have competitive family members who can't mind their own business. I'm a grown adult, okay? I would never think that somebody would sit there and manipulate my employment. Who would do that, right? Anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. Hopefully I'll take a nap, you know? I'm just feeling tired of this shit, you know? I'm sad because my life is not where it should be, you know? And I think about all the times that I've worked really hard and worked beyond what I should have even done, and I end up in this situation, you know? And it's painful. It is extremely painful, you know, because I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I need to take care of so many things, you know, and I can't take care of myself properly because I have sick family members. And then you got these sick, monstrous employers that want to highlight or somehow, what do you call it, exploit? Yeah, exploit, that's a good word. Exploit a family abuse issue by calling you into job interviews and just to fuck with you. That's messed up. You know what I mean? I didn't do a damn thing. You know, if my sister's jealous of me, and I'm sorry that that's the case, because obviously she must be, because I know in 2007 she was taking pictures of herself after she got her gastric bypass surgery. I didn't think anything of it, but there's some sort of competition that goes on in my sister's head. And I know that when I got my job over in Chatsworth, a little after I started working there, somebody rammed into the back of my car, you know? They ran into the back of my car. It was a newspaper company. They were delivering newspapers, and I guess this girl might have been intoxicated. I don't know. But she ran into the back of my car early in the morning, before I got on the freeway. The damage was very minimal, you know, and so they ended up paying me the money. The newspaper company paid me the money, paid me in cash. I got the little light fixed, okay? There was a small dent left in my car. I didn't give a shit. And I remember saying, I was offering my family, my sister, and I said, well, you know, you can go ahead and have this if you want to, because, you know, why not, right? I figured there were times where my sister helped me out with my car, did all this other stuff, so I felt like that was the right thing to do. I personally think she took it as a slight, like, you know, how dare you think that you are so much better than me. I was never thinking that, you know what I mean? I would never think that, you know? That's painful. When I think about how these people have trampled over my life over and over and over again, and not only in my work life, but in my school life, and then ruining my reputation, how could you possibly say and accept somebody saying, I'm sorry? You can't, because I know they enjoyed this. They enjoyed every moment of it. You know, when somebody's jealous of you, they can't stop. There's something in their mind that can't stop. It's out of control. And that's out of control, you know? So there is no forgiveness. So I have to write my family off and figure out what I'm going to do and take care of myself for the rest of my life. That's hard. That's very hard to do, you know, especially when you got, you know, what do you call it? These evil people who want to fuck with you all the time. That's messed up. No, I didn't do anything to deserve this. And I won't make apologies, and I won't sit there and try to act or take responsibility for any of it. I will not take responsibility for any of it. When I left the farmer's place, I did everything correctly. I didn't sit there and talk shit about him. I didn't do anything. Only when it got to the point where I could not find a job, when I got to the point where I had to say something. Because this shit was going on all over town, not only in this town, but in other places, and that's when I started doing it. Because I realized something was leaked. Something was wrong. And then I visited the farmer over at his place, and I said, something's going on. And he was basically telling me what I was supposed to be doing for a living. Bullshit. How dare somebody tell me how I'm supposed to live my life? That's not his place. So then, you know, after all the time, you know, taking abuse from different people and dealing with all these issues, then I started making videos starting in September of 2015. So I've been making videos for almost, actually, yeah, it's been 3 years now on this issue, over 800 of them. Okay, so I'm not bitching about nothing. I'm not just, and for some people say, well, you just gotta be patient. Things are gonna work out. But, okay, first of all, for somebody to tell me to be patient after everything I went through is absurd. Okay, it is absurd to tell me that I'm supposed to be patient or I shouldn't be angry or upset. I have every reason to be upset. Okay, I have every reason to be mad at this situation because nobody had the right to do this in the first place. Yeah, so anyway, and you're exerting your rights and you're under the law means nothing to a lot of people. It's like, we still think it's okay. It's not fucking okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Okay? I don't have anything to be reproached for. I will not sit here and act like I did anything wrong in this situation because I didn't. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't deserve the shit, okay, that my family caused. Okay? Anyway. I just had to say that, and I know I'm talking about the same thing over and over again, but I'm living a life that I didn't ask for. I'm literally living a nightmare. I'm living a nightmare. Okay? And until you're in my shoes, don't sit here and judge and sit there and say, oh, well, you're just bitching about nothing. I'm not bitching about anything. Okay? My quality of life has been severely affected in every aspect of my life through no fault of my own. Think about that. Wrapping up this video. Be back with another one later. Bye-bye.